You've reached call in Mockery.
Sorry, wrong one. Hold on. No, hold on. Wrong one.
Dude.
Nope, hold on. Wrong one. No, that's not it. Hold on. No, that's not it. Hold on. Oh.
Merry
Hey,
Christmas.
everyone. Merry Christmas. And a special idea that I have from me to you for free. And please hold on to your seatbelts whilst I say this. Think about this. Santa Claus, but he's riding a freaking dinosaur.
Dino Claus.
That's good. That's the new Pixar film because they're not trying anymore.
They're like, let's see, what if a rock had feelings? Ugh. And then you go to that Everywhere, All at Once movie, and you're like, oh, rocks do have feelings.
I don't think they do. Huh? I'll tell you what. I went over there to check some stuff out. I don't think they do have feelings. They're pissing me off.
Did you find...
I beat Al Gore by one state. One state. I'm stuck between Iraq and a hard place. Hard place is Barbara. What? Some guy just whispered in my ear.
He likes it.
I got one thing to say to you.
Oh my God, don't. He's going berserker.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. And happy holidays to those that... The other day I said something, I meant it in a way that was kind of inclusive, but it sounded like I was just an ass. I said, oh, and Merry Christmas and all that too. And I felt bad as soon as I said it because the person just kind of went...
I was there
okay.
for that.
Yeah. I was... You know how kids get foot and mouth disease or whatever? Mm-hmm. I have that constantly. Foot in mouth.
It was not unlike the
No,
woman.
they have hand and... What do they have? What do kids have?
Head and shoulders.
Oh, that's right. No tears.
Mm-hmm. There was a woman I went to the post office to pick up a package. Ooh. And the guy said, at least buy me dinner first. So then I went to the other line to pick up my package. And the guy said, at least buy me dinner first.
No, but what? Then,
so I went to the third line to pick up my package. And the guy said, now that's more like it. But this woman that was in front of me gets her stuff. The lady's going on the computer and she hands her receipt. Ding. The lady goes, thank you. And Merry Christmas. And just stares. And the woman goes, and that woman, she was foreign. I'm not sure where the woman that worked there.
Gotcha.
Because she's told someone else she speaks French.
Wow.
And so I was like, maybe she doesn't sell it because she didn't know what to say. She just went,
She probably knows that person.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, like there are regulars at the post office.
Wow.
Well, some people bank there, right?
Some people probably make bank there. At this point, they're selling on eBay. They're selling on Overstock.com.
They're like, could I get your Octavia Spencer stamps? I'm going to sell these for a buku on the dark web.
We don't have any of those left. We have Thomas the Tank Engine, and we have Andy Richter Saves the Universe.
All right, I'll take 3 books of Andy Richter Saves the Universe.
We only have 2 books. Take it or leave it.
I love the post office.
I'm drinking a coffee that was in a holiday mug, no disrespect, but I got it because I was at the store, lying out the door, and I had 2 little things I needed to buy. Mm-hmm. And I just looked and I went, okay, either wait in this line for nary on 15 minutes, or I go over to the Starbucks where there's no one in line.
Wow.
And I say, yeah, let me get a little Americano. Actually, could I just buy these 2 things here also? And then the girl goes, we can see if they'll scan. Okay. Which is weird because you can buy stuff there. So she scans my my items, which was, and I'm not ashamed to say this, I bought a little thing of lotion.
Mr. Dry Hands.
and a little thing of leave, naproxen. Okay. Mr. Hurt Back.
Oh.
And so she goes, she scans it and then she looks at it and she goes, naproxen. Is that an antifungal? Hey, if it is, what?
So what? What are you gonna do about it? Eh?
You see me where I'm itching? So I was like, no, it's for. I didn't know if maybe there was some sort of, if it was, you have to be 18 or older.
Right.
And I go, it's just for like headaches. It's like a pain reliever. And she goes, oh, my dog bit me on my finger a couple weeks ago, and they made me use can't remember what it was called, but they made me use it.
Yeah.
I was like, an antifungal?
An antifungal for your finger for your dog. And Fido.
Went, oh, yeah.
Your finger.
That'll do it. And then she goes, my dad's in medical. He's like a nurse. So and I was like, okay. It's holiday season. Let's go.
It's the holiday season. Don't talk to me about fungal cream.
Where I'm putting it on my ream. It's the holiday time. It's the holiday time. And also I was like, these are stocking stuffers.
These are for my grandma.
These aren't for me.
These are for my grandma.
She opens her stocking in. What does she see? Some head reliever and some cream. Antifungal cream, antifungal cream, cream. Antifungal cream, antifungal cream. Cool.
Merry Christmas, everybody, and a happy holidays to those that don't celebrate the objectively materialistic consumeristic society, bro, that Christmas has made us all. You go to the store, you see, what do you see?
Oh,
a bunch of stuff all over the store.
Yeah, that's what I hate.
Every other time of the year you go to the store, nothing.
Yeah, empty shelves.
But no. Oh, Thanksgiving's over. We got to start stocking the shelves again with a bunch of stuff for your grandma.
I usually go to Sam's Club for myself. And what is it? It's just a club. It's all these people named Sam there.
Yes.
Sam Wise Gamgee. Sam Elliott.
Sam Worthington, who is in the new Avatar Way of Water movie, which
3D.
everyone... What are we doing anymore? Yeah, Keanu Reeves is a good actor. Avatar is a good movie. We all loved it. We all love this one. We can't wait to see it. I get it. James Cameron's a genius. He makes movies that are so good. I get all that. But do we really have to do... we have to give everyone the treatment of a sick child?
I've been waiting.
I was dying to see the way that the Navi's butt cracks looked in high-def 3D HD DVD.
There was a tweet that I read by someone. He goes, here was my timeline of going into Avatar Way of Water. 1, it's announced. I am mildly curious. 2, I see a pretty good trailer. Pretty excited now. 3, actually very excited. This movie looks very good. 4, slightly annoyed because everyone's talking about it. And this was not a joke. And I was like,
sure.
That's you, though.
Yeah, you're talking
You're
about
the one
it
going,
right now.
Okay, now I saw the best trailer in the world. I saw the trailer. You could have showed me a piece of paper. I would have had the same thing I would have said. Looks good.
Yeah. Visually stunning. Sure.
Does it look that much different than the first one? There's been 13 years in between them, and the trailer to me, now, listen, I might get a little slack, Jack, for this. I have not seen the first Avatar.
Same.
We have not seen, we are 2 movie lovers.
Yeah.
But I also
I'm
don't
a
like
movie lover.
people.
You're a movie lover. We should be movie lovers.
We should
loving each other's
movies.
I'll have a blue Christmas without Cecily Strong. I just met you Tuesday, but I'm acting like I love you. Hey, oh, there'll be a blue.
Hey, who are you?
Hey, who are you?
The Navi Dodd.
And I'm Austin Butler. I just talk like this now.
Everyone like that I talk so much like this that I decided that's how I talk. And Cecily, I just wanted to say, doom, da, doom, da, doom, da, doom, da, doom. Radio Shack is gonna miss you.
So we're all over the place, but that's the holidays, isn't it? It's madness out there.
Yeah. We want people to get a good feel about what our show is like.
Yes. And okay, so real quick, Avatar, whatever. If you want to go see it, go see it. I'm happy for you. I will not be seeing it. I made a pact with myself that I would never see the first one. And I will continue not seeing any of these movies.
I had a couple hours to kill today, and I looked up. I was trying to see what movies were in theaters.
Yeah.
This movie is 3 hours and 20 minutes long.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the first one, so it wasn't in the cards for me to necessarily go see this one. I'm riding pterodactyls over the ocean. The ocean's on a Navi island. And isn't it just Pocahontas? Wasn't everyone mad?
Everyone was mad because it wasn't.
Everyone goes, actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, it's just Pocahontas because they saw someone else say that.
Right.
Actually, now that I think about it, it was just Pocahontas. But now you're excited again.
Yeah. Here's the most annoying people on Earth. If you like Avatar or if you hate Avatar.
Yeah.
And here's tied for first, the most annoying people on Earth. If you're having any discussion about Die Hard being a Christmas movie. The year is 2022. This was a joke so long ago that wasn't funny in the first place. And now I just read a status of a guy fighting people in the comments that are still talking about this like it's original. Just stop.
It actually
Go hug your wife and kiss your child and remember all the good times you had with your late aunt. Stop talking about Die Hard. Mm-hmm. It's a good movie. It's an action movie. You can watch it whenever you want to.
Here's what I say about Die Hard when people to get them really up their knickers.
Happy Halloween.
Ooh. Because it's a scary movie. Am I right?
Yes. I have a machine gun now. That chills me to my bone.
If you saw that written on you see red rum, so you look in another mirror, and when it's reversed, it says, "I have a machine gun now."
It says, "I'm a love machine now." I'm a love machine gun.
That's scary. And then,
scary.
of course, you've got the dubious Mr. Snape reprising his role as Hans Grubman.
It's like, whatever. Just stop talking about it. Just do yourself a favor. And
everyone out there, shut up.
Just stop.
I know we have a podcast, but shut up.
And I know that we're discussing the things that we said don't talk about.
But shut up.
Well, anyway, that's the holidays, isn't it?
Landon.
Yeah.
It's a special time of year. Christmas is the time of year. Be with the ones you love.
Ain't no walk out in the snow. Whatever. 6 minutes long. Mm-hmm. It's the longest. When I was a boy and we would watch Christmas Vacation and that scene came on, I would roll over and just fall asleep. I hated that part.
I thought that I was missing something.
As I grow older, I realize that that's the point.
Right. But I thought I was missing. I was like, do I know who these characters are?
Right.
Is there a movie before this one that I don't know about?
Right. Like we're supposed to remember these people? No. We're just having a real moment with old Clark W. Griswold, and then he does get pulled. He gets pulled from the underside, really.
That's gotta hurt.
And you're laughing. You're saying, God, that's funny.
You laugh now, but you look at the guy now and he can't walk more than 2 feet.
Yeah.
So what did we do to him? We used him for our enjoyment.
We chewed him up and spit him out.
He is our Dumbo.
Hey, don't say that about me. I'm the most genius comedic man I ever to live.
No, sorry, it was just a joke, sir.
Yeah, you wish you could joke. Hey.
Okay. Anyways, great to meet you.
Who are
fan.
you? It's
All right,
funny
next.
it's funny when he says it. It's funny when he does that.
Yeah. I'd let him do it to me. Don't isolate that.
Yee-hee. Joey. Christmas is, though, the time to reminisce, is it not?
Yes, it's the time to reminisce.
Because, well, like Clark W. Griswold, you go into your attic and you look around and you say, oh, look, my stocking from when I was a little boy, just a wee lad. And you pull it out and it's still the same size. You're like, well, I guess I didn't grow up too much.
Yep.
Still fits. And you're saying, you know, oh, look, here's the photos of old Uncle Steve and Uncle Chester and Uncle Hester and Uncle Fester.
Yeah. The Thing.
Yeah. And then, so I was doing a bit of that.
Oh.
And I just wanted to share something with you because I found.
Oh, okay.
In the year 2013. The year 2013. Look, all forced transitions aside.
That's 9 years ago.
In the year 2013, I sat down at my little tiny laptop and my little computer keyboard, and I wrote a song that was, you know, I was going through a lot at the time, and I just really had to step back and look. And anyway, I haven't heard this song since then, and I thought now would be in the time that we look back and we are grateful and thankful for all the times we shared, and think about the great days we had and the better days ahead. I just thought I would share this little song with you and our listeners. Would that be okay?
So you didn't play it? You didn't listen to it when you found it?
No.
You just, okay.
This was it. I remember loving this song and being like, wow, this song is going to change the world.
I appreciate you being candid about it. I appreciate your candor.
By the way, did you watch Candor, the season finale?
And I said, I'm rimming this.
When the snow covers your cars and when the cold overcomes your heart, there's only one day to celebrate, when all the troubles with your world just seem to float away. Family and friends were gathered around the tree, our happiness derived from the gifts we receive. True feelings hidden behind shiny paper, but our fingers ache and burn from all the paper cuts. Merry Christmas, and I confess that this holiday is quite the mess. There's gotta be more to give than get, time to reprioritize our Christmas list. And if everybody gives and loves and cares for their peers, if it only comes along just this time of year to show the world we know how to love just once is wrong. Merry Christmas all year long.
Just listen to the words.
Oh.
Christmas lights brighten up the night, but the early darkness falls on our hearts and our minds. It's beyond repair, our histories come to a head, so we waste away our feelings celebrating instead. We sing loud praise, but it's all out of tune. The time has come and gone, and there's nothing left to do. Once you box up the bulbs and tear down the tree, the world rearranges back to inconsistency. Merry Christmas, and I confess that this holiday is quite the mess. There's gotta be more to give than get, time to reprioritize our Christmas list. And if everybody gives and loves and cares for their peers, if it only comes along just this time of year to show the world we know how to love just once is wrong.
Wow.
Merry Christmas all year long.
I'm listening to the lyrics now.
Love,
Touching.
love.
Something to think about.
You were 9 years old when you wrote this?
When the world breaks hard, once you give it your all, there's only what remains after the weather changes from the fall. When the world breaks hard, once you give it your all, there's only what remains after the weather changes from the fall. Fall, la 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 la.
Wow. Pretty good.
You wrote this?
Yeah.
Merry Christmas,
happened?
and I confess that this holiday is quite the mess. There's gotta be more to give than get. Time to reprioritize our Christmas list. And if everybody gives and loves and cares for their peers, if it only comes along just this time of year to show the world we know how to love just once, is so wrong, so wrong. Merry Christmas all year long. Show the world we know how to love just once, is so wrong. Show the world we know how to love just once, is so wrong. So Merry Christmas all year long.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
wow. That's. I mean, it's a little rough. You know, that was just kind of a demo, but someday I put it away. I tucked it away, and I said someday I'll complete it. Someday I'll make this the song that it should be, that it deserves to be, because that song means everything to me.
But these are the versions of the songs that when people look back when you think of the Beatles.
No, they get the box set, and then you get the whole extra disc of demos, and you listen to it once and say,
Throw it away.
well, yeah, they sound like shit. They're the demos.
But that's where you and
I can't hear anything.
That's where you and the Beatles take different paths. I think you could release this.
What do you mean?
I'm saying you're not as good as the Beatles.
Oh, yeah.
But I think for you to play that for us so candidly and with candor
Yes.
is
Well, it's better than with Rancor.
I don't know what that means. So I wanted to get you kind of a Christmas gift as well.
What?
Because you could tell maybe I was being a little cheeky, and I was a little surprised you hadn't listened to the song before you played it, because I was worried you might hear something if you had played it beforehand.
Look, I'll be completely honest. I know that song like the back of my yand.
Well,
Hey, what's this?
Yeah, things are popping up new all the time on the back of your yand. So I wanted to surprise you and say, Landon, I got a hold of this this file.
What?
Because, well, we share
Okay.
a Google Drive.
Yeah, we do. I put it on there for the show, but
I know. But I listened to it and I said, this is rough.
yeah,
And I
admittedly, you know,
I took it into Liberty a couple hours ago to master.
Liberty Bibberty. I said it. We don't have to hear. No, we do.
Liberty bibbity.
Thank you.
So I took it into my hands to
Oh yeah.
re-record all of the instruments and the vocals and remaster
No.
it.
Are you serious?
And I finished the song and I want to play it for everyone.
Oh my god. Okay.
Do you mind if this is kind of a big moment for me.
It's
And
huge for me.
Exactly. Because I'm happy for you.
I can't wait because I'm not much of a singer. A lot of times I will, if I have a song, I'll send it over to you to sing and just add the touches that I really love and appreciate. Any song that we've ever done together has been a million times better than the ones that we've done apart.
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, that's true.
That's very
Mine are,
nice of you
mine
to
are
say.
usually pretty good.
Okay. So I would like to play that. I'm going to have a bit of a little drum roll, I think.
Okay.
But Merry
Wow.
Christmas.
Okay,
This
I'm
is
just
for my
gonna-
best friend.
You know what, guys? I'm already. I can't
You're going to
even
be hearing
speak.
this on the radio. Mhm.
I'm so touched that I'm just gonna sit here and close my eyes and listen and take it in.
All right. So let's hear the new version of the song. Here we go.
Scusi.
Sorry. I just... No.
Really?
No, but I did play everyone's reaction when I did play them your version of the song. Landon, come back. You said you wrote it 9 years ago. I didn't know you were so attached to it. Oh, no. I just thought I was just having a little fun. You wrote this heartfelt song. You're a little younger and the lyrics weren't, everything wasn't really there. So I just thought I'd have a little fun. Come back. Sorry. Okay. Maybe it was a little rude of me. I didn't mean... Oh! Sorry, George Bush just came back. Landon, I'm sorry for what I said about your song. I don't mean that it's... I just thought I'd have a little fun.
Excuse me.
I feel like such a Scrooge. I feel like I ruin...
Excuse me.
Who are you?
Hello.
Are you the ghost of Christmas past? Because of what I did to Landon?
I am Nigel St. Nigel.
Oh.
I am a world famous bass drum player.
Why don't you have any shoes on?
It is not something that my people do, the French.
Landon!
I was told that I could talk to you about one of my favorite songs that I've ever recorded.
Yeah, I think maybe Landon told you could do that before I hurt his feelings.
That strange-looking lady that you do this with?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you see him outside?
Yes. It's a beautiful lady. I simply wanted to talk to you about let me ask you. What's some of your favorite Christmas songs?
Some of my favorite Christmas songs.
Please say mine. Please say mine.
Of course, the Christmas song.
Oh, yes. Chestnuts roasting in my open anus.
No, was it Nigel St. Nigel?
Yes.
That was a little rank for our show, I think.
Sorry, your show doesn't even rank in the top 10 of shows I like to listen to.
Why are you here?
Well, I was told you would give me a platform to talk about my favorite Christmas song. That is my Christmas song.
Who told you that?
The beautiful lady.
Oh, well, he was on his way out. He must have said, yeah, you can do whatever you want. That's Landon. He'll usually kind of, if he's just not in the mood, he'll just, do whatever you want. I don't care.
I don't think he's like that.
I don't know. I think this was not an exception that proves the rule. I think this was the rule in action. The fact that you're in here right now. But I would love to hear your Christmas song. Of course, it's I promise to not play the now infamous fart noise for your song. I'm sure your song will be great.
Well, it's a pretty famous Christmas song. Are you sure you don't have any favorites of your own?
Yeah. I mean, the Christmas song, I definitely said.
Roasting chesties on my open bestie.
I don't like how the Beastie Boys don't have a Christmas song.
Yes, they really should.
I don't like how the Beach Boys call him Little Saint Nick. It seems a little, I don't know, like they're talking down to him a little bit.
He's a big boy.
Anything that Michael Bublé sings,
oh yes,
is not on my list.
You know, I once was almost a session bass drum player for Mr. Bublé.
So when you say you played the bass drum, you don't play the rest of, is this like a marching band situation where it's on your chest?
No, it's more of like a big drum that's on a stand, kind of like in a middle school orchestra. And I will stand with a mallet and use my sizable arms, as you can see.
Yeah, I can see those.
To smack the hell out of the bass drum.
Can we get a close-up on his big arms? Thank you. It's one of the drums that's kind of held up by like bungee cord or rope or
yes,
something.
you could say that if you were an idiot.
I'm picturing it now. I'm getting a better picture of it.
Absolutely. So I've really only been on one Christmas song, but it's a doozy.
So is it your Christmas song or it's one you've...
I like to think of it as mine. I'm kind of the star of the show.
And why did you come to play it? Because I thought maybe it was a new Christmas song, but it sounds to me like it's a tried and true classic.
I'm sure you've heard this one before.
Okay. Are you going to play it for us?
I hope that your sound technician, Jerome, will play it.
Jerome, can you hit the button number 2?
And this Christmas will be.
So, this is This Christmas by Donny Hathaway.
Yeah.
And you can hear my playing in the background.
Okay.
You hear that on the 1 and 3?
Yeah, I do.
Well, Donny loved my playing so much that eventually he gave me a solo.
Really?
Can we skip to that part?
Yeah. Because I'm not getting much of you on this.
Well, it's there. You'll see it in the chorus.
Okay.
But here, let me... Jerome, please, to the solo.
2.5.
Hold on, Jerome. Please.
I'm going.
Here, it's coming up.
Loading.
You hear that?
Yeah.
My solo. You hear it?
I do,
And
Nigel.
boom, boom. Yes.
Yeah. 1. Yep.
That. No. Donny Hathaway has made so many beautiful songs.
So he had the song done, or was
Yes.
this? He was sort of in the middle of, it's missing a little of something to make it like remind you of Christmas.
He looked at me and he said, I need a bass drum player to devour this song. And you can hear it. Listen.
Here we go. Yep.
And then you know what? He said, why don't we just have the song fade out at the end? And I actually came up with this crazy idea. I said, yes, fade it out. Keep it playing. I want to hear the fade out.
I am.
I said, let it fade out. But then play a prank on the listener so that they think it's about done. But, just kidding, you stupid mother idiot. It's actually not done. I get to play a little bit more of my bass drum. Yes. But then, of course, do fade out.
You didn't bring your mallet with you. Were you worried that
Well, it was taken from me.
by who?
Ex-wife. I don't like to talk about it around the holidays.
Nigel, it's crazy that you brought this up because I was listening to this song just the other day, not knowing that you were a part of the song. I
Yes.
don't really care about the liner notes and all that bullshit.
Well, after, to be completely honest,
If someone writes some sort of like like a mini essay about the album I don't care. It's all this useless bullshit.
Yes,
Whenever
of
I get
course.
an album, I take everything out except for the record and I throw it into the trash.
yes, that is where it,
Oh, big poster. Kindle. Not the kind you're thinking of, kids. The kind that starts fire. But I was listening to the song and it did that little
yes, of course.
shake your hand. And my betrothed with which I live in the other room said, "Did you turn that down for some reason?" And I said, "I think that's just the song for some reason."
Yes, well, for that reason is actually me, Nigel St. Nigel.
So you were the prankster. I didn't know if it was bad mastering or.
No, it's not a prank. It's how the music should be. I believe.
It builds tension by you're taking away everything to build tension. I think it's very smart, actually.
No.
That's the spirit. Oh.
I just wanted a little bit more of my bass drum playing.
So he was fading out, and you were like, no, we're not.
I said, put it. Just why don't you crank it back up? Let me just really wail on this thing.
Okay, but it was all being recorded that
Yes.
way. Okay.
Live in the room, live session. So that's basically
Yeah, that's how they did
my
it back
claim
then.
to fame. Yeah.
How old are you?
What?
How old are you? That's rude to ask.
It's rude.
Sorry. You know what I don't understand? It's rude to ask someone's age. Why? Because women want to date like 15-year-olds?
I don't know if I can follow you on this one, and I'm French.
I'm just saying you find, if
No, you're not going to dig yourself out
No.
of this one, buddy, old pal.
I'm just saying we set this rule. Oh, it's rude to ask age. Why? Why? I gotta ask my age. I'm not doing anything wrong. This is the same thing when people say, because look, if cops wanted to look at my car, and I say, why wouldn't I let them? I'm not doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let them come into my house and look around. I'm not doing anything wrong. Come on in. Open all my stuff.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to part ways with you on this one as well, because I do believe in ACAB. And so I will be having to report you.
Yeah, that's fine. In fact, you can report me because I know I've done nothing wrong. You can put me on a list. I don't care if my Google Home is listening to me because I'm not saying anything wrong. And if I did, it was a joke. I was being sarcastic.
Yeah, that's exactly what that's what Chris D'Elia says. I'm just joking.
Nigel, did you hear about the new toilet that has Alexa built into it?
Hear about it. It was my idea.
Hold on.
Okay, no problem.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Come on.
I said hold on. Okay. Which is it? Okay, hold on. Can you say what you said before about... I think you said something about Chris D'Elia or...
Chris D'Elia? Yeah. He says I'm just joking. Well, look, I've got to get going. Of course, please don't look up the liner notes for that song. Because, unfortunately, I was stricken from the record.
Why? It sounds like you and Donnie had such a good, you got together like ham and tuna on a roll, everybody.
Yeah, a piece of rye bread. But no, unfortunately, we had a falling out afterwards, and frankly, I wish Donny Hathaway would die.
What happened?
Remember I said I had an ex-wife?
Oh, no. Yeah.
Yeah. Her name was Donny. And it reminded me of Donny Hathaway, the man who gave me my big break.
Oh, so it wasn't Donnie.
What? No, you idiot.
Okay. I was a little confused because of the Donnie. So I assume your wife's name was spelled Dunnie.
Dunnie? Yeah. But that was my beautiful French wife's name.
And Donnie Hathaway was Don.
Yeah.
Donnie.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. You were once the Osmond to his Donnie, and now you are the Masterson to his Danny.
Yeah, except that seems kind of more your lane, buddy.
No, I was just, these are sort of armchair philosopher things.
I'm just asking questions. That's you.
This is why people aren't allowed to speak in this country anymore. We can't even think about things. And you coming from France, this country
the Grinch.
we don't. This is not pudding.
Well, what is it?
This is you.
Look,
Oh, this is us.
You can denigrate my ex-wife. You
I
can
didn't.
denigrate my ex-best friend, Donnie.
Nothing but good words to say about him.
But you do not denigrate my country of origin.
Oh. I'm sorry if someone said something to me about America and how they say, when I think of your country, all I think about is a dog wearing sunglasses on an Old Navy shirt. It fills me with such rage that they do not know about water parks where kids get killed. It fills me with such rage that they do not know about how apparently there's a factory that makes bright pink goo, and people said that's McDonald's.
I
And they
love
said
your
that's
pink
not us.
goo.
And I said, well, then what factory is this with pink goo? Even if it's not McDonald's.
I love pink goo.
Is that you, Donnie? Is that a French place?
It reminds me of my ex-wife.
You're holding your abdomen.
Oh, I've ate too many cookies.
Oh, because it's Christmas time.
Yep, I gotta go.
Okay. Oh my goodness. If you're not watching the live stream, you are missing out.
It hurts.
Call 1-800 Dunder Mifflin or whatever our phone number is and tell us if you want more of Nigel St. Nigel on the show, everybody. You know what I just thought of? My name's Nigel and my son's name is Donner. I should have said that when he was here.
I'm his daughter, and I talk to leopards.
What's that?
Joe, you're Joey, right?
Yeah?
Hey, this is
Santa?
this is
The gingerbread man from Shrek, who's kind of horny?
no. Well,
Is he horny or is he just...
small.
Oh, yeah.
This is
Who is this?
This is Landon's brother,
Oh,
not the one you know.
okay.
This is his
His other brother.
I'll be honest, brother from another mother, brother.
Oh, like,
Undercover brother.
okay. Like,
I'm kind of the pariah of the family, but I haven't talked to him in a while, and I just wanted to call in as
Where are
I
you
am
calling
right now.
from?
What?
where are you calling from?
San Diego?
So you live in San Diego.
No. I'm just here for like a business trip.
Is this Eddie Griffin?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, look, I just wanted to call in. Is Landon there? Can I talk to him?
Oh, I don't know how to tell you this, but Landon and I kind of got in a bit of a... I was being, as the French would say, I was being a le douche. I kind of made fun of a song that came from his heart. and
Merry
I-
Christmas all year long.
Yeah, that's the one.
Dude. What a little...
I know. Was I being a total...
No. That's him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he's
Merry Christmas all year long.
He's such an idiot. My whole family is just full of these people that are so stuck up, like my aunts and my uncles and my nieces and nephews. All these kids, like
Not going for immediate family.
no, my my mom and dad and my grandma and grandpa. And
Yes, you, Eddie Griffin.
yes, my brothers and sisters, everyone. Every year we gather around, and I'm kind of the outcast of the family, the black sheep, and they just all gather around and tell me, "Oh, are you serious? You went to, you know?"
Meanwhile, Landon's saying about, what if every day was like,
Yeah.
Did we open the
And
presents?
his kids are like, "Oh, Dad."
what?
Yeah, his kids. His kids are always like, "Oh, Dad, sing the song about Merry Christmas all year." So I have to every Christmas I sit around the freaking Yule log.
Is that who was standing next to me at his wedding?
Yeah. So every Christmas,
bub.
yeah, every Christmas we're standing around the Yule log. I have to sit there and listen. Merry Christmas all year long.
Is it in the middle of the room?
the log?
You said you're standing around the Yule log.
Yes, it's
Usually
a tradition.
it's in a wall.
It's a tradition our grandma Beatrice came up with long ago, and we continue to do it to this very
Is it
day.
lit? Is your party?
Well, they think it is, but I think it's so stuffy.
Oh.
I usually bring like a I wear a cut off tank top and like a bandana. I'm kind of a punk.
You bring Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah, I say, Grandma, you're not going to believe what my peanut butter accidentally fell into. When we're playing the game and it says my blank fell into my blank. Yep, it's a butthole.
It fell into your peanut butter.
Yep. I'm dying laughing, but these guys don't get it. They're so stuck up.
Yeah, they just want to go watch Elf.
But I've turned things around. And I wanted to let...
Where are you? Oh, you called in. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It
So
just sounds like you're...
Well, I have a podcast too. So I have my setup at home.
right.
I'm calling
Yeah.
in on my setup. Do you want to ask about my...
What were you going to talk about?
I wanted to call in and talk to Landon and just kind of clear the air because I've really turned things around for this Christmas. And actually, well, I just wanted to give my side of the story because we actually did have our family Christmas just recently.
Wow.
And, well...
And then you went home? Sorry, I'm just trying to get the logistics of...
Yeah.
So you couldn't talk to him there or something happened
Well,
there?
I'll be honest. I can't really talk about it,
Okay.
but
Okay. What were you going to talk to him about on our show?
I can sing about it.
It's a Christmas like no other. I got all of my shopping done so quick. Thoughtful gifts for all the parents, and some awesome toys for their kids. Usually it's the last minute, and I'm getting knockoff junk. But this year no one will be so sad, with dollar store toys like the incredulous hunk. I'm gonna impress my cousins with a perfect wrapping job. Only scraped myself once, trying to use scissors to curl my own ribbon. My grandparents won't scoff when they see my gifts this year. All the little kids will surely be full of Christmas cheer. No more newspaper wrapping, Sharpie, their names on the box. The kids start to open their presents, and I realize what I forgot. No batteries included, and everyone starts to cry. I ruined Christmas again. God, I feel like I wanna die.
Yeah.
I start to fantasize that I'm Santa and it's groovy, 'cause I wanna fall off the roof and die just like in the Santa Claus movie.
What?
My nephews and nieces shake their heads in disappointment. My uncle whispers in my ear, I didn't really need this ointment. That was something I told you in confidence. Don't need our whole family knowing that when it comes to my hair on my head, I'd rather start showing than growing. And then I say back, full-throated and sour, that's not what that ointment does. He looks at me with a frown so dour. Stop talking louder, you useless fuck.
Eddie, it's not that kind of...
No batteries included, but I'll turn this around. Gotta have a couple batteries somewhere in the house. Found one AA in my junk drawer. Look at the toy and see I need 15 more. Grab all the remotes for every TV. Triple A's out from each and every one.
Gonna be incredibly pissed off tonight when my family finally leaves and I can actually have some fun. Christmas is ruined once again. Everyone is mad at me for real. Thought I'd prepared for everything to go right. Thought the trauma of the holidays was healed. But then my niece comes up to me. So small and cute, she seems fake. She says, Uncle Rico, I know you aren't bad.
Uncle Rico?
You just made a tiny mistake. I smile and I can't help but tear up, because I know what she says is true. But I also can't help myself because I'm an ass. And I say, look at you, your parents did too. What? What? It's just a joke. Christmas is for the birds. And by birds I mean the family across the street. John Bird and his wife and beautiful kids could never have a Christmas like me. So next year I'll go back to bringing presents wrapped in the shopping bag. I'll be the laughing stock of the holiday, but hey, at least we'll have a laugh.
Oh, it's over.
What was that?
Landon, I didn't think you'd come back.
You just keep doing the show? I leave.
What did
in
you
a fit
want
of
me
rage
to
and
do?
you just keep doing the show.
What did you expect me to do?
Turn it off. Chase after me. Tell me you miss me and love me like a best friend.
That's what you want me to do, but it's just...
Or at least just leave. This is my place. Just go.
I know.
home.
Your wife came out and she asked if I needed anything. And...
Did you see my kids anywhere?
Oh, come chase after me and my best friend. I didn't even know you had kids. I learned so much from Eddie Griffin, or should I say Uncle Rico?
My brother Rico?
Yeah, your brother Rico.
What, he was here?
Well, yeah, he says it doesn't matter, but he wasn't here.
I hate that guy. That's why I don't tell you about him or my kids.
Well, they hate you.
Huh?
They hate you,
So what have you been watching?
little bub. I just want to say I'm sorry that it sounds like, I guess I didn't know that. Landon's checking the time.
No.
I guess I didn't know that you had such a bad Christmas this year. And
Yeah.
I did the typical thing where I took something you made that was heartfelt and I turned it into a fart joke again. And I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, you called me earlier this week and you said you had something really like a confession you had to make to me. Mm-hmm. And you said some music started playing and then you said, last Christmas I gave you my fart. Mm-hmm. The very next day it seeped away. Mm-hmm. This year, to save you, and then I hung up.
It was last Christmas I gave you my fart. The very next day I wafted it away.
That's what it was.
Next year, to save your little rear.
That's right.
I'll save it for. It was like a Charmin.
Yeah.
This when I was at the store earlier, this mom goes. She said to her kids, "We have Charmin at home. We have Charmin at home." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, they probably don't."
Wow.
Because of that joke online. We have Depeche Mode at home.
Oh yeah.
And Depeche Mode's like a tiger in a jersey.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
The tiger in a tight shirt. I mean, I don't know. But this is the stuff we do. We joke around together.
Yeah.
It's
we
so
have
fun.
Yeah. We have Daft Punk at home.
It's Daft Macaroni and
Dead
Cheese.
Mao.
It's Dead Mao 5. His head's broken on. We have Skrillex at home.
And it's Martin Scarelli, the guy that made pills too expensive. I thought it was funny.
It was.
I mean, he's not wrong.
It was funny because it made us all get band together and go,
Oh, yeah.
what the heck?
We go like, what the heck?
Okay, $15,000 a pill
for insulin?
for
pill
insulin.
insulin?
For a pill,
For
a pill of
insulin.
insulin. A penicillin.
A penicillin. What'd you watch?
I put my gloves on like Adam Scott. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into that.
Are you cold?
It's gonna get cold in here.
You're cold.
It's going to get cold
chilly.
in here.
Yeah, that's funny though.
Well, Landon, Merry Christmas, and I thank you for writing that song. And I just want you to know that I think your brother is an asshole.
Yeah, he is. Absolutely.
Sounds like he ruined your Christmas.
Yeah.
I think he thought he was on the right side of history. You know those guys that are like, yeah, I'm a douchebag. That's my thing.
Yeah.
And you go, but people don't like that.
He called my daughter a tiny mistake.
And first he said she looks fake. So, and I was like, okay.
Well, he's so small and so cute. She
Yeah.
seemed fake.
No, I get it. It rhymes with mistake. So, Landon, that reminds me, that was basically what I heard from him was a Christmas story. And every year, if you turn on a certain channel, over and over and over and over and over again.
Shut your eye out, kid.
I said fudge, but I didn't say fudge. I said the F word that sounds like fudge, but it's not fudge. It's the swear word. It's the F word that sounds like fudge.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
Ho, ho, ho. You'll
Get out of here. Fragile.
Black Bart.
Soap and mouth.
He's blind because of it.
Dakota ring. Or something.
Yeah, Dakota Fanning.
Dakota fanning ring.
He's drinking his Ovaltine. So this movie will be on over and over and over. And this year, on the very even and understandable 39th anniversary, couldn't wait one more year just to not.
We got to get this out now.
We have to do this. We're not going to last one more year. You're 50.
It's too funny to not put out this year.
We get a Christmas Story Christmas. A jing, 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 a jing, 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 a jing, 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 jing. Now, Landon.
Yeah.
My thoughts are, I think, not unlike your own on A Christmas Story.
I don't like it. I never have, and I never will.
Yes, I remember as a kid thinking, this is kind of... when it's Christmas, I'm not against movies that aren't happy. But when it's Christmas, I just want to watch a funny movie. And I remember this movie being like, oh, everyone in this movie is mean.
Yeah.
This kid is forced to take place in a fight. People are constantly just screaming, like high-pitched children screaming.
It's just annoying. It's like, does everyone have to? It's the first 20 minutes of Home Alone where his whole family hates him and are mean, but stretched out for an hour and a half or whatever. It's like, okay, no one would ever say this to anyone on earth.
No.
Especially your uncle.
Look what you did, you little jerk. And then when he thinks about it later, it's different.
Yeah. That's funny. Now, that's a good movie.
That's a good movie.
Now, that's a good movie that I still have many problems about.
But I like in that
problems
movie
with.
how there's an explanation for everything. I didn't even notice until this viewing this year of Home Alone that when he spills the milk that they all love
the
over all the
passports.
pizza, knocks his
Or
passport,
the plane ticket.
just his ticket.
Yeah. So
just
that's
enough
why.
so that there's no missing.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Because, people like a parent, I won't say who, would say, well, how could they just not remember their kid? Well, because the storm knocked out the alarm clock so that then they were late and then they were in a rush, so they didn't count all the kids and they counted the numbers matched up to the passports and the airplane tickets. It all comes together perfectly. Here's my question though, because I just rewatched it too, and I realized this last year too, but I never have before. He's like, I wish I never saw my family again or whatever. And then, the storm happens that night. Are we to believe?
Yeah, it was God.
Right? Is
Yeah.
that the movie's telling us his wish happened?
Divine intervention will be taking place this night.
Because I've always seen the movie as he thinks that it worked. Obviously, he's like, I made my parents disappear. I made my mama disappear. And you're like, this kid's awesome. I hope to be like him when I grow up.
Yeah.
You're 30. Get a job. That's my wife.
That was, oh, yeah. That was Nigel St. Nigel.
Who?
Nothing, just someone I used to know.
Oh, is that giant bald guy I
Yep.
saw? But yeah, so you think it is? Because I was like, we were watching it today.
It's a little magical moment.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. The music
Yep.
suggests it. How it's shot suggests that
they're letting you, the viewer, know that he's gonna be home alone.
I know, but it's like
Because
is it,
he
though?
says that. I mean, look, John Williams is doing his little. He's like, play the thing with the.
Yeah.
It's that. He
This
doesn't
John?
know. He just draws a picture of it in his.
Yeah.
Whenever he's making his little orchestra notes.
He's like that guy, Amadeus Mozart, who
Oh.
couldn't even read music.
Yeah.
Or anything, I think. He was like, I guess this sounds okay. And
And he also had to learn how to play his guitar left-handed, upside
like,
down.
John would kill me if I restrung his.
I don't know. It goes like this.
John would kill me if I restrung his guitar. So I had to play it backwards.
I heard that on
Mozart said
yeah,
that.
and I heard that on his demos. I think he has a little wish, and you go, well, guess what? There's a little bit of something going on because then it becomes the wind, and then it knocks out the power, right?
Yeah.
And then the second one, someone just unplugs the.
The magic is
Fascinating.
gone.
Fascinating.
But it's actually still a really good movie, the second one, too.
Even though, and this goes into what I was going to talk about.
Okay.
And please indulge me.
Please. I've done enough this episode.
You really have.
I'm sorry out there, everyone.
No, it was Nigel and Eddie Griffin / Uncle Rico. Just
What are you talking about?
nothing. Don't even worry about it. It's really nothing. So, yes, the second one is the same movie, right?
Sure, of course.
And it came out 2 years later.
Yeah. They said,
Same director,
it again.
same writer,
do it again.
basically same music. I think they put the same soundtrack over the second one. And they're like, it's the same beats, it'll line up about right.
They didn't change anything.
It's crazy how much
paste.
it's just the same. And I still like it,
Yeah, it's still fun. But that's when you do it. Right?
I guess.
Actually, maybe I don't know. Maybe
Or
that's
just you don't do a sequel.
just don't do it. But
But I still like, but the second it starts, you know, the woman with whom which I live at, she goes, is that lady going to be like actually nice and help him at the end?
Yeah, of
and
course.
you just go, oh, this is a children's movie that I'm excited about watching.
yeah,
It's the same thing.
it's all the same.
But this goes into A Christmas Story Christmas. Now, out of morbid curiosity, I haven't watched Christmas Story in several years because, as I said before, I don't think I want to. It just is a dirty movie.
Yeah. They're saying that more and more Americans are morbidly curious, especially around the holidays.
Well, count me as one of them because I put on A Christmas Story and I rewatched the whole thing through all the.
Oh, you rewatched.
You stupid little bitch! Get over here! I said the F word. So I watched.
You'll shoot your eye out, boy.
I don't. It's just everything. I want a movie that makes me. I don't want to not like Santa.
Yeah.
He kicks him in the face. I don't. All the elves are mean. He gets bullied, and then the bully has a little friend that they beat each other up. Then he almost kills the bully, and he cries. And his dad's like, he gets his dad's respect because he beat the living shit out of someone. He breaks his glasses. He does shoot he almost shoots his little eye out. He breaks his glasses. His Christmas is ruined. And it's crazy. It's crazy. And here's my thing about it, Landon.
Yeah.
The voiceover.
I hate it. I hate
Endless.
it.
And I get the point is, I guess this guy wrote these stories, right, in the 40s.
Yes.
And he has to do, I don't need it. I understand the story without him going, Ventrificus totalis. He put him on top of the weeping moondogger. That's what we called the stove.
It's every any action that happens. It's like, this is the reason we have movies.
Yeah.
So you don't have to tell me about it. It's not a radio play.
The kid
you
goes,
old bastard.
He looks at he's lying, and he looks at his mom and goes, yeah, I'm fine. And because of how acting works in movies, that he's not fine. But he goes, but I wasn't fine. I was moondog over the hill with a pup squad. And it's all this stuff that
That's
we're
what
all
we call
supposed to
scared.
At one point, he did say, like, he had more problems with his car than a jackrabbit on a date. And I just turned my TV over upside down. So I watched this and I said, okay, so I did that again, and everyone loves it. Fragile. He has the leg lamp.
I got it.
So I put on
Stupid.
Christmas Story Christmas, and I went into it going,
Can I ask one question?
yeah,
The voiceover is supposed to be the kid, right?
yeah.
Grown up. He's
Yeah.
remembering. Okay, go ahead.
He's remembering, but also not.
Oh.
It's like he's remembering it, but also he's just talking as if like he's in that time, because he's like,
Right.
I was moondog.
Okay.
Everything he says is normal. I don't know why.
I was
But he's like
Paddywhack.
he double dog dared him. Then you go to, he's like telling you the ranks of.
Oh yeah.
But I'm like, this is something that happened in your little town in Ohio or whatever, in Indiana.
Ohio.
He's like, and then if he gets to freaking triple dog dare, then you know it's bad. And then he goes, I triple dog dare you. And he goes, oh, he did it. And it's like, yeah, I don't need you to say it before he says it. So they put out the trailer for the new one, right? Mm-hmm. Which is just clips of the first movie and then references of them saying all the same stuff.
Right.
So I said, I have to see what this is. No one in my house was interested in doing this with me. I sat in my alone time watching the first Christmas movie so that I could watch.
The woman with whom you live and share breath?
She said, I don't. She came into the office and I was watching the first one. She's like, I thought you said, she's like, I told you I wouldn't mind if we watched it. And I was like, do you want to? And she goes, no. And left. So I had to do this on my own. I skipped A Christmas Story 2.
Yeah, that's that's one of those, like, it's not real, right? It's not canon.
No, it's
unlicensed.
It doesn't make any sense. Like, Daniel Stern plays the old man.
Yeah.
But he's younger than the guy was that played him in the first one.
Right.
And it's supposed to be 5 years later. It's all over the place. And then I saw comments saying like, this looks like an abomination, but good. Like, luckily they have rectified themselves with the beautiful sequel they have now made or whatever.
Okay.
So I saw this going and I went, okay, whatever.
So idiots who like the first movie also like the second movie because it's the same movie.
I watch A Christmas Story Christmas.
Here we go.
I didn't hate it.
What?
I think I liked it better than the first one.
Wow.
I don't think I did like it better than the first one. I thought, oh, the kid, first of all, I didn't know the guy, Peter Billingsley, that plays the little kid, is like best friends with Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, they're
they're
buddies.
all producers together.
Yeah.
So he's been around, but he knows what people want to see. Yes, there is a huge problem in this movie with constantly calling back, and he is doing the narration.
Does he do the voice?
I mean, he just sounds like he'll be doing that. For some reason, the narrator that they have on IMDb is a guy that his reel is him speaking like he's like this guy from the Middle East, and all of his reels they're in foreign language. So I'm like, that can't be this guy doing the narration. I don't know why it says he's the narrator.
Maybe he
and
is.
And it says uncredited narrator. So I'm just like, I don't understand. But you hear the narration, and then when Ralphie, our hero talks, it's just the same voice because he's like, I've returned home. And then he taught, he's not pretending to be the narrator from the last one.
That's what I was wondering.
But he is doing the like, I was ready to get down and dirty.
Yeah.
I was ready to take my pants off and go to town. So it's not your parents' Christmas story.
Really?
But so everyone other than the mom and the dad, basically, the mom is a different lady. And then beginning of the movie, he answers the phone and he goes, what? And you know what happened.
Yeah.
The old man has
kicked the
gone to
proverbial
the
bucket.
other side, which he then explains in a very tender moment of him on the phone. You just get his end of the phone conversation, and you're kind of like, oh man, you feel he's hearing that his parent has died, and everything kind of fades away, and he's just like, yeah, whatever you. And then he goes, then narration as loud as a tornado. Nothing prepares you. So you go, yeah, we get it. That's what they carry so much over from the first one that they're taking the weaknesses too, because it's the same like amount of narration. I'm like, this could just be a normal movie. There's so much happening in it that's just normal, and then it's him also narrating it, which is weird because he's now 40 something. It's like 1970 something. But then he goes to like a bar and because he has to go back home.
Of course.
He sees the house, and then they like kind of flash back to a scene from the first movie. And then he goes to a bar where his two friends are hanging out, and he's like, I remember when they licked the pole. And it like shows them they're standing. All three of them are standing in the bar, and it fades to a scene of them standing in the same order as kids.
Yeah.
And it's like, we know, because also it's not like maybe when you used to do a sequel, it was hard. Like you can watch the first one whenever you want. I'm not like, oh, I'm remembering that movie.
Right.
Because I just watched it.
Right.
You can watch both. They're both on HBO. I don't need you to show me that he's licking the pole and then you like show his face morphing into the guy that he is now. I get it.
Yeah. Wait, do they lick the pole in modern day?
There is another.
I knew
there's a little something that happens, and he goes, I triple dog dare you. And everyone goes, oh, geez. But out of all that, it is just a nice story of a dad trying to. But I'm also confused. Now I'm pissed off again. Because he's like, they're like, your old man was the best, Ralphie. And he's like, he was the king of Christmas, the sultan of swine. But it's like all about how he needs to make Christmas for his kids as perfect as his grandpa would have made it. And I was like, that's not what the first movie was.
About him being an ass the whole time, the whole Christmas.
Like he puts up a Christmas tree, but it's not like he's not like, it's the best Christmas tree. My dad always gets the best Christmas tree. It's like he's like a dad in the 50s, which means he's mean.
Right.
And then they take him to the mall and he doesn't want to be there. And then they're opening gifts and he falls asleep. It's not like and then he's like, my dad, this is my dad's favorite part of Christmas. I just watched the first one where he unwraps a gift from his wife that he doesn't like. He pretends he likes it and falls back asleep. I don't know why they're acting like I had to do it for the old man.
Yeah.
And a lot of the jokes are a lot of it's reminiscent of Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
He does go to the attic and find old family stuff. He puts up a shitty Christmas tree that's too big for their house. He tries to plug it in, which happens in the first one, but still there's like this We've kind of already seen this movie. A dad trying his hardest. Because in A Christmas Vacation, his dad, is nice.
Yeah.
Chevy Chase's dad is nice. Yes. And he wants it to be nice for his parents. And his dad's like, you tried, son.
Yeah. And I just wanted it to be like when you
exactly
used to do, and you feel a 2-minute scene of him talking to his dad, you get a little tear in your eye because he's like, and I had my friend Jack Daniels. You're like, God, these are real people.
But with A Christmas Story, I just saw your dad not be that guy.
Yeah.
And you're telling me he is. Now, does that mean maybe he's looking at the past with his rose-tinted glasses on over those ice-breaking crystal blue Daniel Craig eyes of his?
Sure. Maybe.
Whatever. Then there's the bullies.
Oh, they're there too.
And then they show the bully from the first movie, and then in a moment that I can only describe as maybe humiliating for this man, they don't flash back to show him as a kid. They show him in the age he is now, wearing the bully's clothes again. And he's like, he still has yellow eyes, like he did in the first movie. And they show the grown-up 50-year-old man in the clothes he wore in the first one with braces on to like remind you that he's the bully. I was like, I know, because he looks like the guy. And his name is Scut Farkas. I know.
Yeah.
And then for no reason, and people, I'm not, just go watch the movie. I'm not giving anything away.
You're giving the whole thing away. For some reason, there's a flash to him and his little friend from the first movie. They're both grown up now, and they just recreate a scene from the first movie. So they brought back this other guy, made him dress like he's at like a comic convention, and punches him in the arm or whatever. Just things that I'm just like, it can be its own movie. Everything is just an Old Navy commercial now. I will say, you sent me a little clip of you watching the movie, and I did laugh out loud. Out of context, made me laugh.
It's funny.
I don't know.
It's not as funny in the movie.
Okay.
But I wanted to. I meant to make a sound clip of that.
Yeah.
A little soundboard button, which I will do.
Yeah.
But it is funny out of context.
I can't even remember. Something about Bean.
Everyone, his wife is talking to him, and she says, "Everyone knows you did not mean to bean our daughter."
That's right. And I laughed. I had to laugh at that.
It's just funny.
That's funny.
But all in all, it's a better movie, and it is interesting to see the passage of time on all these people's faces.
Yes.
Slowly sinking back from whence they came. Melting back to the earth. There's some funny jokes in there about that kind of don't make any sense, but you know, there's a joke about how the Christmas carolers come to the door and everyone hides behind couches, and he's like, "Christmas carolers, the ultimate evil," and I'm just like, what? But then like his wife says, "I used to carol when I was a little girl," and the mom turns to her son and goes, "How could you like marry this person?" He's like, "I didn't know." But it's just weird because out of all the things they're referencing, that hasn't come up in the first one.
Right.
I'm just like, why? Where's this like weird, super heightened hatred towards Christmas carolers? There's 3 people singing at their door.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, I mean, I'm curious, but I'm not that curious.
I did have one more thing.
No,
but it's I can't remember.
No, go ahead.
No, and I can't remember.
Please.
It's not even worth it.
What do you give it out of Peppermint Swizzle Sticks?
Peppermint Swizzle 6. If you like A Christmas Story and this is your bag, 10 out of 10. You're going to love it.
Wow.
You're going to love that one of the guys is an alcoholic now.
Yes. That's funny.
You're going to love that he says, don't be careful that Santa doesn't kick you in the face. The elves are also still pushing people down the slide that I'm like, no, they wouldn't still be doing that.
No.
Because the kids don't like that.
Well, and it wasn't the point of the original Christmas story that, and by the way, if you hear that, it is the Polar Express.
Hot, hot, hot. We got it. Hot, hot, hot. We got it.
I know. Okay.
All right.
I know. We know.
I'm scary.
I know.
Yeah, we
face
know.
doesn't
You look
move,
weird.
but it does. I get it. The Grinch. No, what were we talking about?
For me, Stu.
If your Christmas movie isn't slightly horny, I don't want it.
No.
It's got to be like the gingerbread man from Shrek, my boy.
Horny and small.
No, what was I just gonna say?
And I was
about
going to
A
say
Christmas
something
Story?
too.
Oh, isn't the whole thing about A Christmas Story? He's telling you, he's spinning a yarn. It's not real. It's
Right.
not actually what happened. It's what a kid perceived the experience to be like. Santa wasn't actually mean. He didn't kick him down a slide.
Right. He
First of
also
all, there
didn't
was
tell
no
him he's going to
slide.
shoot his eye out.
No. This is a heightened sort of looking back. You're like, God, do you remember? I feel like it was on like Santa was up on a giant slide that then he kicked you down when you were done. You're like, if you actually talked to someone, they'd be like, no, that never happened.
Right.
It's like when you go back to your elementary school and it's tiny and your head hits the ceiling, but when you're a kid, it was huge. It's the whole. That's how it is.
Yeah.
You remember things differently. And I thought that was what the movie was about, in a certain way. But you're telling me that they didn't understand that.
the people that made this movie, no, because all these things are, because he says he still has yellow eyes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he doesn't though.
Right.
People don't have that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like he still has this, unless he still has this heightened sense of imagination, but you just find out he's just a bad writer. Like he's playing a guy that can't get a book. He's writing a book called like Neptune's Fury or something, and no one wants it.
That's awesome.
But he's in his head is still like, I guess, having all these weird thoughts about stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just they want you to remember the first movie.
And it sounds like you remembered it.
I could not forget. I wanted to just watch this man try to make his kids happy on Christmas. But instead, it was Scut Farkus this, Scut Farkus that.
But you did like the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what do you watch next after that?
Well, we talked about Home Alone 2. I watched, this is another movie that I don't fully get the fervor behind, which is A Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, I don't get it. I thought you would. You're kind of freaky.
People think because I'm freaky Joey is what they call me, that would be my favorite movie. Here's what I don't like about it. First of all, I wanted to watch it because as I'm watching Phil Tipman or whatever talk about making stop motion, you go, I should. I've never given this movie another chance because I don't get it. I don't get if it's a Christmas movie or a Halloween movie. I know I shouldn't be looking at it in such an analog fashion.
No.
But I don't. It's too much about Christmas for me to watch it on Halloween. But it's also scary, and they kidnap Santa.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch that ever.
Well, it's interesting. That's the debate we all should be having, but instead we're talking about Die Hard, which is just an action movie.
Yeah, and he goes home on Christmas at the end or whatever. That's it.
It has, and I'm not arguing one way or another, but it has nothing to do with Christmas except that it's set on Christmas.
Right.
Which the whole thing could just be bypassed if anyone had a modicum of respect for their employees to not have a Christmas party on Christmas Eve.
Take note, everybody.
Jingle all the way. Oh, yeah. Sorry, honey, I can't come home. I'm having my secretary for Christmas on the Christmas party. Jamie cannot get his Christmas toy. Everyone, it's always Christmas party this, Christmas party that. Anyway, go ahead.
So I watched this movie, which I have not seen in years and years, and it is short, and I still don't get it. Oogie Boogie is bugs, which I did. So I watched the movie, and I listened to a Blank Check episode about it.
There we go.
And then I watched the movies that made us about it, because I'm trying to understand.
You're dying to.
Sometimes you watch a movie, and you don't have to love every movie you watch, but I am interested in why it has become this thing.
The cultural touchstone that it is.
When it's 1 hour and 15-minute long movie, that the story makes no sense. It doesn't make. Have you ever seen it?
When I was a boy, I rewatched half of it like 3 years ago, and that was enough for me. I didn't care. Finish
the
it.
story does. He's the Pumpkin King.
He's the Pumpkin King. He
But
gets
then
lost in the Christmas world.
There's a forest of trees, and each one has like
a different holiday.
And I'm like, I get that. I'm not like I don't have an imagination.
You sound like you don't.
It's just like it's just so.
Like
it's just
that's not real. You can't just go into the forest and go into a tree.
because
And
I know
then you're
people
in
are listening to
Christmas.
this and they're like, I love that movie. Great. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just like, for me, there's parts about it that are so. It's like the movie maybe should be longer, and then you find out, it's because they started making it before they had a script.
Yeah.
Like Danny Elfman was like, what's this? And he started making songs, and they're like, well, film that and we'll get a script. Like they started making it before they had the story. Tim Burton was just off doing whatever.
Yeah.
He didn't have anything to do with it. It's just, and also I probably have to watch it again because I got a new sound bar. Not to brag, but the whole time it was just us sitting there going, does it sound better? Because I spent a lot of money on this and I can't tell.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're like, is it worse or I'm just hearing more things than I've ever heard before?
Yeah.
I'm like, why doesn't it get Dolby Atmos? So as I'm watching the movie, I'm trying to look up, oh, my TV doesn't have Dolby Atmos.
Yeah.
So now I have to get a new TV. It's going to give me migraines.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say mine's Dolby Atmos, but I haven't watched it in 2 weeks because my brain bleeds out of my ear.
So I'm going to have to probably watch it again because it's an hour long. But I don't think they're singing about cutting Santa up into pieces and kidnapping him and like torturing him. Santa also looks like a creep. Everything just looks creepy. It's just not what I want to watch on Christmas.
No.
Call me old fashioned.
No.
But my Christmas movies, I want them to be going, snow. There won't be something in every take of it in snow.
Yes.
So I watched that. I don't know, 6. And then I watched Home Alone 3.
Yes. That's the good
Landon's
one.
checking. We're hitting 2 hours here.
No, I'm worried. I think that's gonna.
That's fine.
Okay.
Home Alone 3, as we're watching it, I turn and I say, oh, by the way, this is not a Christmas movie. But we have to watch this one. I thought there was only 5 Home Alone movies.
There's
6.
secret. Yeah.
There's a secret one that the actual 5th one I didn't know about,
Right.
I think.
Right.
I thought it was weird French Stewart one,
Right.
and then the new one. So my idea is to just watch all of them.
Sure.
The third one, still great. Is it a good movie? Maybe not. I was made fun of because I was smiling about the spy stuff. He takes a picture with his glove.
Yeah.
And there's like, it's about a computer. It's crazy that John Hughes wrote it. He was kind of on his last legs. I think he was running on fumes.
But it is fun. It's a fun movie.
It's fun. It has great whatever gags or pranks, whatever you want to call it. Whatever he does to those poor people, great.
Yeah. And the villain is scary.
The villain's scary.
I like that guy.
Yeah. Mr. Unger.
Yeah. You're like, he's a diehard villain.
The music is like doody doody doo. And people, if you've seen this movie, you know what I'm talking about.
It's a great movie.
That's a great one. The kid in that is great. It's not a Christmas. We talked about it a little bit.
Yeah, I was
right?
gonna say we did talk about
But
that. So,
I was like, I'm
Move it
gonna watch
along.
this and then
Just
I'm gonna
move it along, please.
maybe
Please,
think about
please.
how maybe it's not as good as I remember it is. No, I think you should watch it.
It's in snow.
Snow. You'll be watching Home Alone 3 in snow.
So did you get through 4, 5, and 6?
Not yet.
Buddy, it's about Christmas.
I know. I got to get to that Mikey Day one.
Should we
Watch them?
yeah, should we okay, what else? What else?
I think that's about it for me.
You sure?
I think that's all I've gotten through.
Okay.
What'd you watch?
Watched the first half of Snow Day, that Nickelodeon
With Chevy Chase?
Chevy Chase is in it. If you remember that movie at all, guys out there, girls out there, people out there, it was a good movie when I was a kid, and it still is.
Is Josh in it?
Yeah, Josh Peck.
Yeah. Woody Woodpecker.
I can't think of his name.
Chris Elliott.
Yes, the snowmobile, or not the snowplow man. Scary. He's gross and disgusting. You're like, he eats ketchup off the kid. He eats his fries off. I don't know.
I just
You'll have
bought
to say
his book today.
Whoa!
It was like Chris Elliott. It's like his life with rebuttals by his dad, and then the foreword was written by. I started reading the foreword and it said, when I first met Chris Elliott, he was a broken man, and I looked and it was written by David Letterman, so I bought it.
Yeah, that's funny.
It seems funny, so I'll check that out.
God. Yeah, no, it holds up as far as I'm concerned. It makes you be like, God, I wish. As a kid, you were like, if a snow day was this cool, I would love my life.
I had
but
sort
instead
of-
it's not, so I hate my life.
Yeah, I had sort of an ennui even watching it as a kid because I was like, I'd watch it on a snow day and go like, I'm not going to swim with some girl at school.
Yeah, I
have to
did
go-
realize
I have to
that-
go see Landon and like
be like wearing a t-shirt outside because we're making a movie where I have to have a t-shirt outside.
there's a
and
dance
this-
contest outside for some reason.
I'm being buried in snow for some reason outside. Yeah, I did realize that I probably that movie was the first time I fell in love with women.
That was me with Home Alone 3.
Yeah,
But yeah, God willing, my kids ever get a snow day, I'm gonna say you have to get out of the house.
yeah. My God,
Go do
There's a
something for
whole-
me.
But even then, there's the kid that's got here's a yellow snowball. You don't need to know about that. A blue
Blue
one
one, I
is
was just gonna
nice.
say,
Yeah,
the blue snow-
he gets all. He's got a whole arsenal of snowballs to get the principal or whatever. It's just fun. Now, I didn't finish watching it because, as I said, my head starts hurting after I watch TV too long. But so yeah, and that's pretty much all I've watched really, except Home Alone, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Well,
God.
I hate to leave, but
Well, we don't want to keep people waiting. We know that you're probably your family's going to be coming over. You got to get to the store and buy a cream pie.
yeah,
Everyone loves a cream pie on the holidays. If there's one thing I can leave everyone with, it's that the holidays are for cream pies.
yeah, I think for this Christmas I will be making one. Speaking of, I don't know. It's just this Christmas, and I said that. I said this Christmas I'll be making one.
Yeah. Do you ever trim your tree?
No.
Well, with if you go to manscaped.com and use our offer code AbeVagoda, you'll get 15% off, and you can trim your tree in the shower, over the sink, over the toilet. You can do it on your deck.
Get one of those things where it's like an apron that you put around your neck, and it suction cups to your mirror so you can catch all of your beard hair and then stuff your wife's pillow with it.
It's kind of like
For Christmas!
It's like down.
Yes.
And speaking of that, I'm gonna see Santa when he goes down my chimney this Christmas. Merry Christmas,
Merry Christmas,
everybody! Merry
everybody.
Christmas, Nigel St. Nigel. Merry Christmas, Uncle Rico. Big bald guy. Merry Christmas, Uncle Rico.
Oh, yeah. My
Brother
stupid
Rico.
brother. Yeah.
And Merry Christmas to you. Make sure to call us and let us know what you watch for Christmas, and we'll talk about it after the new sometime.
Sometime.
Bye.
Very special Christmas for me.
That's Nigel.
What?
That's Nigel.
I've just always loved the drum part.
You gotta go catch that bald guy. Woo! This. Oh. Yeah.
This Christmas, fireside is blazing bright.
We're caroling through the night. Nigel, and it's Christmas. Take it.
A very special Christmas.
Landon, let him sing himself. Nigel. Oh, you know all the words. Well, he's not. You gotta sing louder. I just mean your mouth is moving. Nigel, don't be shy. Well, that's the end of the song, Nigel. Thanks for coming by.
I know that it's not.
listening to the Prescribed Films Podcast Network, home to hundreds of hours of free podcast entertainment. The shows on this network all have a common goal, providing you with the best discussions about movies and other forms of entertainment media. The PFPN hopes to fill your earholes with audio joy. Visit our website with links to all the other amazing shows at www.thepfpn.com. Thanks for listening.